Hi guys, this is weekly wax melts numbers 40 and 41, although at the rate that I've been going lately I should probably call it bi-weekly wax melts. This time I was late in getting this uploaded because I think the last one I did, I had mentioned that I thought I was getting a cold. I got a cold, and the worst one I've had in 15 years. I don't know if you can still hear it. I'm still not completely over it. There's a little bit of it lingering yet in the back of my throat and in my sinus cavity, but I wasn't the only one who had it. My son-in-law had it, my granddaughter had it, and it's just one of those things where you think you're feeling better and then all of a sudden, wham, you get hit. Excuse me. You get hit again. So it was just better to kind of lay low for 2 weeks, and I'm sorry, I'm still kind of sniffling and slightly stuffed up, but every day is better. So, on with the review, and I do have notes here. Whether or not I'll need them, I don't know, because, sorry, some of this stuff I melted when my nose was not working quite as well as it should have. So, Papaya Waterlily. This is really nice. This is one of those fruity florals, not one of those florals that is so overpoweringly strong or just straight up floral that most people can't handle. I know I can't. But if you like scents like raspberry violet or I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that are kind of fruity florals, like watercress and aloe. That's not really fruity, but white ginger. This would be like along those lines, that type of a floral. Really nice, fresh, airy. So I like that one a lot. I'm sorry about my throat. Cinnabon. This is so good. I love cinnamon scents, as you all know if you've been watching these reviews for any length of time. Shortly after I graduated from high school, I was a head waitress at one of our local restaurants here in town, and we made homemade bread every day. And on Fridays, they made homemade cinnamon bread. There was no frosting on it. This does have some added sweetness from the frosting that you would get on a cinnamon bun, but the minute I smelled this, I was reminded of that homemade cinnamon bread that we used to make for the weekends at that restaurant that I worked at. So this is fantastic. It's doughy, and it's just because of the cinnamon being a bakery cinnamon, it smells very warm and comforting, and I really, really like that one. I'm not sure yet if I like that one better than cinnamon raisin bread or not. They're pretty equal right now. Stormwatch came from my friend Kathy, and this one was a surprise to me. I did not expect to like this based on the description on Victoria's website, which is why I've never ordered it, and I don't know if I wrote down what's in here. No, I didn't. It smells sort of like a fruity floral laundry detergent. More floral than fruit. I think if you like Back Rodent or Sun and Sand, you would probably like this one. Neither of those are big favorites for me. This one I prefer. Of the three, this is the one that I prefer. It's very fresh and clean smelling. I'm not sure that it's something I would order again, but I am very glad that I tried that one. Banana Brown Sugar Drizzle is another one from Kathy, and she had split up some of her crumb melts and sent to me. This was really good. The only thing I didn't like about this was that the throw was so light, I couldn't really smell it unless I was walking past my melter. Sorry, my throat's still a little sore. I'm not sure what the reason for that is. As I said, this was a gift from Kathy. I don't know if it needs more cure time, if it cured too long, I don't know. What I could smell of it, though, I absolutely loved. If you like Victoria's banana scent and you like sweet scents, then I think you would really, really like this one. It does smell like if you would dip a banana in brown sugar glaze. Candy corn, I love this. This is fantastic. Buttery and rich and creamy. So good. Slightly nutty. I get a nutty scent out of this. I don't think this smells like candy corn. To me, what it smells like is, it almost smells like peanut brittle. Or like the inside of a Heath bar. That's what I got out of this. It was a really, really good throw. Or if you've ever been in, I don't know, how popular they are in different areas of the country, but the Auntie Annie's pretzels, if you've ever had the almond flavored one, that's kind of what this smells like too. It doesn't smell like that fake weird cherry almond, just buttery, nutty, sweet yumminess. This was excellent. Really strong throw on that one. I love that. Coconut, I like this a lot, but it does not smell like edible coconut to me. To me, it smells more like a coconut tanning oil or a coconut shampoo, something like that. There's a little bit of a perfumey note in there, but if you're a coconut fan, I'm sure you would love that one. Blackberry Walnut. Now, I've had this one in the past. This is another that came from Kathy, and this was some Scoopsome scent, it looks like. Well, that was intelligent, huh? Good thing I can scoop it right back up and put it in the cup. I instantly smell the walnut in here, and I am smelling the blackberry, but again, this is not what I would consider like an edible blackberry, like a blackberry pie filling. To me, that smells more like a perfumey blackberry, but still a very, very nice scent. Okay, on to what I melted last week. Watermelon and lime this is delicious. Smelling it straight out of the cup, I smell more of the lime. Excuse me. And it smells a lot like lime sweet tarts. And then once it went in the warmer, I got more of the watermelon. This was the perfect combination of sweet and sour, in my opinion. And because more of the watermelon came forward when it was warmed up, this to me smelled almost exactly like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. So I don't know if everybody will get that out of this because of the lime in there, but that's what it smelled like to me once it was warmed up. I can smell it even now, but I could smell it more when it was warm. Bit of the bubbly. I believe the scent description for this one is cognac and orange. Now, I don't know what cognac smells like. I don't drink. If I did drink, I don't think I would be drinking cognac. To me, this smells, I don't smell oranges. What I smell is like a musky, floral sort of thing. I would say it leans more towards the masculine than the feminine, but it does not smell like cologne. I don't know if that makes any sense or not. To me it does. And this was another one, by the way, from Kathy. I like this, not enough to order it again, but if you're looking for something out of the ordinary, this is not your typical scent. Like I said, it's kind of a musky floral, and for some reason, and I have no idea why, this reminds me of like what desert flowers smell like. So, again, I'm sure not everybody's going to get that out of that scent, but that is definitely not the normal fruity or, that type of thing. That one was pretty good. Applesauce spice cake. Now, this one is relatively new and is a combination of apple cider and I don't remember if it was honey spice cake. I don't remember. I can smell both equally. when I'm smelling this cold. I can smell the apple cider. I can smell this really sweet, yummy cinnamon scent. And a little bit of cakiness. It smells like, like an applesauce muffin, sort of. But when it went in the warmer, basically I didn't get any of the cakiness out of it that I was hoping to. I got more apple cider than anything else. It was still wonderful. I think this will be fantastic for the fall months, or on a day like today where we started out with 70 degrees and sunshine, and now it's probably about 55 and pouring rain. But we need the rain. Actually, we don't need the rain with all the snow we've had. I took a walk this morning. There's a place called Prairie Rapids not too far from my house, and it is, rapids through the water. And the water was up higher than I've seen it in a long, long time. So, St. Lucia, another from Kathy, another crumb melt. This is really, really good. Very, very similar to Tiffany D. Not as sweet as Tiffany D, not as melony as Tiffany D. Tiffany D has a lot more melon in it, in my opinion, than this one does. This, I can smell melon, but there's something in there that smells almost citrusy, kind of like orange peel or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, it smells like orange peel. It's very, very fresh. Did I say not as sweet as Tiffany D? If I didn't, I meant to. It's not quite that sweet, but if you do like that scent, or think, would like that scent more if it wasn't as sweet as it is, give this one a try. This is really, really nice. Vanilla bean, I like this one a lot. I like most of Victoria's vanilla scents. I like vanilla in general. This does not smell like vanilla bean to me, or like vanilla extract, which is what I was kind of hoping for. I thought it would be that straight up, almost kind of coconutty vanilla. I don't know if that makes sense either to any of you, but to me sometimes vanilla has almost like this creamy coconutty scent about it. This, however, has something that smells a little bit tangy. And I couldn't tell you what it is, but it is definitely, in my opinion, this is not a bakery vanilla. This is more of a perfume vanilla. I can smell a little bit of what I smell in Tahitian vanilla, which is one of my all-time favorite vanilla scents from Victoria. So if you're looking for something along that line, but don't want quite as much of what I get is like citrus out of the Tahitian vanilla, then give this one a try, because this is really, really good, and I think this would be an excellent mixer with a lot of stuff. And I'm getting it all over my table. Root beer float. This is so freaking good. Honestly, I never thought I would want my house to smell like root beer. But when I put this in the warmer, this was like being transported back to when I was a kid again. And being downtown during the summer months at the height of tourist season. And the reason I say that is because Tomahawk still is very much a tourist area, but it was even more so when I was a kid. I mean, there were resorts and campgrounds, and I mean, this place was just jam-packed all summer long. Main Street was packed. We had all these little souvenir shops and stuff that people would go into, and there are still a few left, but anyway, then there was the A&W stand, and Dog and Suds, which I think there are very, very few of those left in the country, and if you don't know what they are, Dog and Suds is kind of like the 1950s, you know, where you pull up with your car and the girls come to the car with the tray and hang it on your window. They're not on roller skates, but the music is playing and eating your car. And this smells just like the root beer from A&W or Dog and Suds. And then we still have a Ben Franklin here in town, which I know those two are not very popular anymore, but You know, they always kind of had a penny candy aisle when I was a kid. And that's why I say this reminds me of being downtown at the height of summer when I was a child. Because as soon as this went in the warmer, I was like transported back to being like 8, 9, 10 years old. I mean, actually, once the bypass went through, the tourism slowed down. So that didn't happen until I was in high school. But honestly, give this one a shot. It is so good. And I melted Bonsai, which this is one of the black label scents, so this is a little bit more pricey, $3.25 in comparison to $2 for the regular scent shots. You know, because the oils used in here are a higher quality oil and therefore more expensive. Now this is supposed to be Japanese rice pudding, and I'm not sure, did I write it down? Vanilla blossoms, I did write it down. And this again is that vanilla, kind of like vanilla bean or Tahitian vanilla, where I for some reason get almost this tangy, almost citrusy, lemony type of scent out of it. It's very hard for me to describe or to explain, because I'm sure there are a lot of other people who don't get that. Either way, this was very strong, very long lasting, and very, very good. Did I smell rice pudding? No, I did not. This actually smelled a lot like Tahitian vanilla to me, but quite a bit stronger. And then I also got, I think I had mentioned it, someone else had sent me a box. I came home from Ashton's one day from babysitting and found this box on my porch with about 20 or so scent shots in it and a couple of Victoria's room sprays. About half of the scent shots were scents that were either new to me or ones that I haven't tried in a very long time and have not yet reviewed. Half of them were ones that I had already reviewed. So I'm just going to go through those really quick and let you know what they were, and these will be coming up in the future. I'm so sorry, my nose is... these will be coming up in a future review, warm review down the line. So Black Cherry Crumble, this is excellent. This is so good cold. Obviously I haven't melted it yet, but this is really nice. This is not that medicinal cherry that so many people say that they get. This actually smells like a cherry sucker to me. Yeah, that's really good. I am getting a little bit of bakery out of this right now, so we'll see how that one is once it goes in the warmer. Summer Sorbet, I did have this one, but it's probably been like 3 years or more since I've had it. This is so good. Another that's kind of along the lines of like fruit salad or Tiffany D. It's a very creamy berry scent, like berries doused in Cool Whip. That's what I'm getting out of it cold. Fudge brownie, pretty much self-explanatory. I've had this before, and we'll be very happy to review that one for you again because it is excellent. Midsummer's Night's Dream. I've tried this in the past, and I don't think I liked it, but it's not smelling too bad to me right now. This is another of those that, at least cold to me, smells like a laundry detergent of some type. Layflowers, I've not had this before, mainly because I believe there's plumeria in here. And I have tried, normally I like the scent of plumeria. I've had a plumeria body wash that I absolutely loved. I don't even remember where it came from. It was one of those cheap ones. But it smelled so good. Although I've tried Victoria's Plumeria Passion. I think that's what it's called. Scent shot. It was in one of my first orders, and I did not like it at all. The plumeria was way too overpowering for me. In here, however, I can smell it. It smells a lot like that body wash that I had, and I think I might like this one because this one is not quite as heavy as the straight up plumeria was. And another of those more sweet florals. Raspberry Sherbet. I'm not getting a whole lot out of this one right now, to be truthful. I can smell raspberry, but it's very, very faint, and my nose still is not fully operational, so that might be why. It might just need to go in the warmer. Cottage Garden. This is another that I had long time ago. And another that I actually like better now than I did then, at least cold. Another one of those fresh, very airy smelling florals. We'll see what that one's like when it goes in the warmer. Another floral that this one I've not had before, Crepe Myrtle. This is nice. From what I'm smelling right now, it smells a little musky, but sweet at the same time. So I'm anxious to try this one. It actually almost smells a little soapy at the same time. I don't know that I've ever smelled Crepe Myrtle, the actual plant, so I can't tell you how this compares. But I like this, at least right now. And another floral, another that I have not yet tried. I know that Kelly Patek, I believe it was Kelly anyway, really liked this one when she had it. This is, oh, I'm sorry, it's Coco Alo Alo? I hope I'm saying that right. This is another, there we go, floating dog hair. This is another very sweet, airy, clean smelling floral. Another that I think I'm going to really like. Kelly and I usually have pretty similar noses, so I'm going to trust that that one's going to be pretty good. Sweet Angel Dust, I have had this in the past. It's been several years though since I've had it. To me, this smells like a sweeter, much better version of Heavy Metal. So Heavy Metal is one of those scents you either like or don't. I don't, but this I do like. So I'm anxious to try that one again. And Goldilocks, and I know this is one of Victoria's favorites. As a matter of fact, she told me once that each time she pours a scent, it's one of those scents that makes her happy, and that is so completely understandable because this is so good. Sweet and creamy, and I can't really, it doesn't really, it's not a bakery scent, but it's not like perfumey. It's hard to describe. This is another one of those complex scents that I'm not sure exactly which category to put this in, and I don't remember which category it's in on the website. It might be in Candleman's Closet. No. Maybe it's in House Creations. And this is so good. I haven't had this in a long time, but I am so anxious to melt this again. Okay, and then I also received two of the room sprays, one in Tomahawk Memories and one in Pomegranate and Apple, both of which are favorites of mine. If you have not tried these yet, please do not hesitate. These are incredible. I don't remember how many ounces this is. 8. It's 8 ounces. I believe they're $6 on the website. Now, as you can see, I've gone through a lot of, this one is the Tomahawk Memories one, and I've gone through a lot of this. The scent, actually, I have been spraying it in where my computer is, which is actually like one of my guest bedrooms. I've sprayed the curtains, I sprayed the bedding, I sprayed the carpeting, and this will last for days, at least 2 days, and there have been some days where I've gotten 3. And I don't know how it is possible, but this Tomahawk Memory smells even better in this form than it does in wax form, and that's really saying something, because that is one of my favorite scents. As everybody knows, if you're not a fan of pine, you're not going to like it, but this is a very sweet pine. It's not that sharp, bitey, like pine needle pine. This is not that. This is heavenly. That's all I can say. And Pomegranate and Apple, this one I've sprayed in my bedroom. I haven't used as much of this one, only because I have to be careful. My husband and I are both highly sensitive to anything being on our skin. So I spray it like on the curtains and the dust ruffle and that sort of thing. Another that I absolutely love, smells identical to the Scent Shot, and as I've already said, this is one of my favorites. So there will be a lot more of these in my future. I've sprayed it on my carpet, on my couch, on lampshades. I don't think there's anything you couldn't really spray this. I mean, you're not going to want to spray it on your, like on my varnished chairs or that type of thing, obviously, but on fabrics, or if you have silk plants in the house, I've sprayed this on some of my silk plants. It's fantastic. So if you haven't tried it, please do. So that's it for this week, guys. I hope to be back on my normal weekly schedule, but I don't know, things just seem to get turned upside down in my world a lot. My husband's gone a lot. He's been gone for 2.5 weeks, so thankfully he didn't pick up this cold. My stepmother had a pretty severe accident and had to go in for emergency surgery on Wednesday evening. My granddaughter ended up with food poisoning on top of her cold, and it's just constant in my house, and I'm sure in a lot of others as well. But those are some of the reasons that these reviews get delayed. So, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.